Hi, I'm Cassie and I'm a Māori author from Aotearoa, New Zealand. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. I saw this video last week and from one of my favourite YouTubers, Struthless. He's an Australian creator, and I'll link his video down below. I cannot recommend his channel enough. He's just phenomenal, and I've seen his videos all over the place to everyone. Sorry, I'm still recovering from this flu that I had. My voice seems to come and go, but I'm mostly okay now. Anyway, he just launched the Alphabet Superset challenge, and I knew I had to jump on board when I watched that video. It is currently the 3rd of August, and technically it starts tomorrow. But there's still time. If you want to jump in and you think it sounds cool, let me know, and that would be awesome. The aim of the challenge is to create, so basically with the alphabet, for every letter you create something and to share that somewhere. As a writer, I was trying to come up with an idea to think about what I could do while I'm still working on this novel that I'm working on, and some edits and other mentoring and other stuff that I've got for the rest of the year. So I wanted it to be something I thought was achievable, but that would also kind of fill my creative well, which is a bit empty at the moment, and not take over my entire life. So yeah, that was a bit of a challenge. I really just wanted something I could play with, and because I really need play and joy in my life right now, so I decided to write a project that I have had in my mind for a few months now, but I have no time to actually write. So one moment. A few months ago, probably almost 6 months ago actually, I was having a lot of dreams about my grandparents who are both dead, and first it was Nana. We were often at the farmhouse, which was this big house on the hill where my mum grew up with her siblings, and we spent a lot of time as children as well. So Nana was there. She was always trying to tell me something, and I could never quite figure it out. And then Granddad showed up as well, and I was like, okay, this is busy. And it was every single night I was having these dreams, and it was like, what is this message that's trying to come through to me? In the Māori culture, we believe in signs and messages from our ancestors. Often signs are called tohu. So eventually I listened, and one day after my middle kid finished their writing lesson around the coast, which is where I grew up, I decided that we'd go for a drive past my old family home, and I pointed out heaps of things to the kid, like where I went to school. Even though there's no buildings there, it's just empty land with like the trees that were lining the driveway and like crumbling bits of driveway now, which is so weird, and it all looks so much smaller than when I was a child. And then up the road to the house I grew up in, and further up the road to pointing out other people's houses, and my aunt's house and my grandparents' house at the top of the road. So that was really cool. And then I drove home a different direction, and we drove past this spot where I remember going on walks with my friends when I was a teenager. You kind of go through across some farmland and then through some bush. Hey Luna. And then up a hill, and we'd kind of walk down the path, and often Piwaka Waka, fantail, would come flittering around behind us because they like to eat the bugs as you walk, and they're quite friendly and chatty little birds. Often in Māori culture, birds are also seen as tohu or signs. The Piwaka Waka in particular, if it comes into your house, it's a sign that someone has died or will die. It's obviously not the same if they're just following you around in the bush, but that connection to death really struck me, and I had this image of a tree that had been hit by lightning, and so in just a moment of driving past this place, my brain fired up, and I had this idea for like a book with dark, witchy atmosphere and sapphic vibes, a group of girls, each with their own secrets, and a teacher who's been sexually harassing some students. Oh, my puppy just had a dream bark. So I'm drawing some of my teenhood with this one. which I've wanted to do for a little while, but I have not had the right vessel. In particular, I wanted to write about sexual harassment and how that impacts things. So yeah, for this book, it's just perfect because there's all sorts of revenge and magic and delicious horror that I've just been craving so hard. And I love reading young adult horror novels, but I haven't written one myself, just an adult one. So for the Alphabet Superset, I am going to do world building, and each letter will be like a block in the world. So each week you'll get a video from me with the letter and the topic of the letter. A is for atmosphere. That's the first one I'll be making a video about. And I also think I want to add like a song that kind of evokes that for me, a song I can put on the playlist, and also like a book or a story or a movie or a show or something that kind of gives the same vibes that I'm going for. Hopefully, I'd love to link to someone else who's doing the Alphabet Superset as well. Subset. It's still early and I'm so tired at the moment. So yeah, if you are doing it, put your links down below. Love to follow you, love to share you. I'm a little bit nervous because consistency has not been something I've managed to achieve on this channel yet very well. I'm working on it, but life keeps kicking me in the ass, and I feel like it's just going to keep doing that. So I've done my best to set an achievable goal, and we'll just see what crops up over time as well. Yeah, there are a lot of thieves of my energy at the moment, including chronic illness, mental health woes, and family members who are struggling, and the puppy. To be honest though, she is bringing me so much joy these days, and I could not imagine my life without her. She's the loveliest, and I love taking her to the beach for walks and seeing her explore the world, and she's just magic. I will add a couple of clips of her at the end because puppies. Anyway, sounds like she's up, so I should finish this off. If you are taking the challenge, let me know. If you're not, maybe you want to follow some people who are. And yeah, I'll put the links down below anyway. I will catch you later. Why is my puppy growling? There's nothing under that chair. I will catch you later. Bye.